Welcome to Coach Playbook with Paul LaPolice, your home for elite CFL breakdown analysis. Today, the BC Lions pass game, more specifically, Nathan Rourke, what he did in Touchdown Pacific. So numbers pretty good, 21 of 31, 325 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He completed 70% of his passes. Here's what I liked. He's got the ability to process quickly and make quick decisions and get the ball out of his hands. That's what he does so well. Now, sometimes it's play calling. They're going to call a lot of quick game or 3-step passes where the ball's out immediately, but he does that very well. But even when he's throwing the ball downfield and he doesn't like the picture, protection breaks down, he's flipping his hips quickly and getting the ball to William Stanback. He's gonna grow from this, and his numbers are going to increase. He had 78 yards receiving, which led all receivers for the BC Lions, so he's going to get a lot more touches as Nate gets through his progressions quickly. And then the next thing I would say here is Nathan had 3 rushes for 30 yards, all for first down. So you love quarterbacks who locate the football, obviously, but also the ability to create first downs with their legs is excellent. He stepped out of a few things. So we're going to look at about 10 clips of that. Before I go, please subscribe to the page and turn notifications on. Notifications on will tell you as we're posting new stuff, and subscribing to the page helps support us. So right now, let's open the playbook on Nathan Rourke and the BC Lions pass game versus Ottawa. First play of the game for Touchdown Pacific. How about you start off with a bang? A 40-yard completion to the tailback. Makes people miss in space. Get the crowd going over there in Touchdown Pacific. Let's go to the end zone to see this better. I'm going to pause it right here and show you. Let's do a numbers game. 1, 2, 3 receivers. How many guys that can cover on defense? Oh, let me change that from a 4 to a 1, 2, 3. So you got equal numbers. But some other things happen. As the fullback releases inside, Frankie Griffin takes him. Damon Webb blitzes off the edge. When that happens, Dandridge is the only one left for 2 routes. And he takes the deeper of the 2 routes like he should, but the throw goes out in the flat to Stanback. Too much space, makes it miss. That's how you get a 40-yard gain to start the game, by outnumbering the defense when they blitz. This next one, again, is showing how fast he processes and makes a decision in a throw to get a first down. So I don't really recommend this, and talk to the quarterbacks about doing this. His eyes, he's going to take a throw on an outcut over here, whether it's Dandridge, whether it's Damon Webb blitzing, whether it's the alignment of the will. One of these 3 things post-snap made him feel bad about he started his eyes here. Now, this is different than a progression where you look to this guy next and this guy next. He actually flips his whole hips and goes all the way to this side of the field, which is hard to do. He starts climbing, recognizes that it is a zone and that player's high and there's nobody on that one. Look how quickly he makes that throw. Love it. That's how you get a first down. Watch it from the back end. Watch him look to the right. Quickly, flips his hips, ball out. Really good. Excellent. One of the keys to his success is how quickly he makes decisions. I love this. Big double move downfield versus their match coverage of Ottawa. Match defensive coverage. If you want to learn about match, I'll put a link to this so you can see. Broke down what match is with Winnipeg. So go through this real quickly. You have 3 receivers over there. They're handled by 4 receivers. 4 defensive backs. They're in that square right there. One's inside, one's low, one's over the top, he's over the top. And if you look, Adai is looking in this direction. He has no concern on the 2 receivers to the field. That's because over here, these 3 have those 3. So they're trying to sort out how they handle it. He opens his hips. The high halfback opens his hips too far, and they tried to make a corner route, so he's trying to get over the corner route. He's trying to stay underneath, and then he breaks away. They understand that there's a dig right here, which should drive the safety down and let him throw across the field. Great execution. Great throw and catch on the double move versus match coverage. Let's watch from this edge. See how Adai is right there? He's overcommitted to that. And watch Nathan with his eyes. He knows it's the coverage, And now he flips his hips to throw wherever he can. You need protection to be able to do this. You know, if you put a little bit more on it in the middle of field, I would have told him, throw it up here. It's caught for a touchdown. Good execution. What I loved about this, protection breaks down, climbs pocket, gets a throw, and turns into a big gain and a first down. When stuff breaks down in the pocket, do you know where your other people are? Gets that check down immediately, throws it, lets Stanback get north-south. Stanback had the most receiving yards on the team last week with over 80. So little mistake here on the slide protection here. Michael's got to really set more. The guard should be getting a piece too, but really this is the slide side, so Michael's got to get over there. All right, I don't know why they both left this. All right, Michael's trying to fix it, but Nathan feels it, gets off, thrown to the field, knows his check down's right there, finds the check down, lets him get north-south. That's what you need. That's what I keep saying. Watching this tape, he is processing very well and very fast. Nathan Rourke. Free access, 3-step drop plays where the ball's out quickly. Saw a lot of that this past game. What are they attacking? You're going to have a hitch right here, and he's going to go work out to the flat so he can catch this ball on the run at about 5 to 6 yards. Everything else, you're going to have a player here. You're going to have a player here. You're going to have a player working here. So this is called spacing. So the quarterback can just progress across the field as fast as he can. 2, 3, 4, 5. Progress across the field. That's called the spacing concept on the backside. And you pair it with whatever route combination you want on the front side. Now, these two players are off and at depth. And when you have an out cut like this, you just read the outside player. If he backs up at all, you can throw it. That's what he does. Nice, easy completion. If you go to the end zone, let's see it from this angle. Immediately, he knows he's got it. He's just got to get his hips aligned, his back foot, point to the target, make the throw. A lot of quick game this past game. This is what Nathan does very well. Throw this quick game, recognize and make decisions to throw it. So what is quick game and what is this play? You're going to have a clear out. He's going to work up and break out at 5. He's going to free release quickly, and he's going to go into the flats at 2 yards. And on the backside, you're going to have, I just talked about spacing, a guy there, and a guy there, spacing out the backside of the field. And he's going to look 1, 2, 3. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but let's start with the numbers. You're off number 1. Why are you off of it? Why aren't we going over here? Because that guy's a mile off. So the tighter he is, if he's impressed, you got a chance at it. But what the read is on this stick play is he's going to go up and break out, and he's going to go out in the flat. You read the player outside the stick route. If that player stays in, you throw the ball to the out flank. If that player expands, you throw the stick route. If this player pushes too far underneath the stick route, then you go back to your ball hook, then your pivot, and then you're out. But there's enough space. He can throw the stick. And the big thing is, look how quickly he throws this. Immediately on time. Good location. Big body. It's nice. Really good execution. Here's a touchdown in the red zone. You're going to run different plays down here in the red zone. This is a rub play all the way. And really good execution. And the Red Blacks didn't really know what was happening to them. You got a corner route, which goes to the corner of the end zone. So you can take that if you want, if everybody stays low. But if you like the picture for the rub, you've got an opportunity. If everybody stays low, you can throw a rub too. What is a rub? He's going to go into his man, and then he's going to run out towards the sideline. But he's going to run right in front of this player, and he's going to turn and run a hitch. And he might run the hitch right in front of him. But all he's trying to do is impede him. Now, he wants to run vertically so his halfback attaches to him and doesn't switch. That's what happens exactly. And then the outside player is just waiting for it to happen, and he dips under. and there's the throw and catch. So it happens nice and fast. Let's see if we can see it from another angle. You don't see it very well here. Watch Nathan, how quickly he makes this throw. William Stanback makes a mistake here. He has Frankie Griffin. So he's trying to help out, and then he's just got to see his linebacker. One of the good things about Nathan Rourke's game is 3 carries, 30 yards, broke out of some things to get some first downs, and he stepped out of things. I don't mean just pulled it down. I think he used some powerful lower body strength to break tackles right here. He's dropping back. The protection gets to him, feels it, breaks the tackle, and just goes. So 3 rushes, all 3 created first downs. That's what you want from your quarterback, to be able to create first downs with his legs. RPO here, easy throw and catch. First down on first down. Wow, how does this happen? How does a quarterback know to throw this? If you're calling it an RPO, what are you talking about? I'm talking about he's blocking out. All right, the line is blocking everybody else. They're not blocking this linebacker. That's who the quarterback's reading. Now, there is, count them up again, 1, 2, 3, 4 receivers over to this side of the field. So a key indicator for quarterbacks is, what did the halfback do? Because if the halfback doesn't travel over when all the receivers come over to this side, you're probably going to have an outnumbered situation. And they do. There's 1 low player. There's 2 low players. And how many receivers are over there? 4. So you have an advantage. You have a space advantage. You have a numbers advantage. Here, they're going to try to create space by running what I already talked about, the stick play. So what is that again? He's going to go up and turn out at 6. He's going to go out in the flat, and those 2 guys will probably clear out. And as you watch, boom. See, as the underneath coverage expands, as those guys expand with these 2 routes, that leaves nobody here. You say, well, what about the linebacker? Well, the linebacker started to step in to play the run. So there's nobody for this player. Why? Because that halfback's on the backside. So those are easy completions. Great execution on a wheel route up the sideline, canceling out and making a play down the field for the touchdown. Got a little pole right there. Kind of hard to see, but let's go over what's happening. He's going to outside release, and he's going to run right through him and try to pin him that way. He's going to try to move the corner inside. He's going to work up and go this way, and that's going to try to move that quarter player. And then he's going to run out into a flat, and you would expect, as he goes out to the flat, that he goes here. And what he is going into the flat to buy time for that player to move inside. And you'll see right here, once his hips are turned and he starts going in with this one, Eberhardt turns it up, and they basically outnumber him on that side of the field. Because what should happen is, if he could have vision to it, he stays out here, he passes that to him, and he takes that one. But they lose sight, and you get the wheel route up the sideline for the touchdown. Great execution.